Alright, let's start with a question. What if your phone could replace every card in your wallet? Literally? Not just credit cards, but transit passes, driver's licenses, even your gym membership. That's not sci-fi anymore. Apple's quietly building a digital identity empire, and the latest moves in Manchester and the US hint at a future where your iPhone isn't just a device, it's your entire personal infrastructure. Let me break down why this isn't just about convenience, but a massive shift in how we interact with technology, and why it should make us all pause and think. So, Manchester's Be Card coming to Apple Wallet? On the surface, it's a small update. Add your transit pass to your phone, tap to pay for buses and trams. Big deal, right? But here's what fascinates me. Apple isn't just digitizing a card, they're centralizing control. Think about it. If you're an iPhone user in Manchester, you're now one step closer to a world where you don't need physical tickets, keys, or even cash. But this also means Apple is becoming the gatekeeper of your daily life. Every time you tap your phone, you're not just riding a tram, you're feeding data into an ecosystem designed to keep you locked in. And let's talk about the bigger picture. The same week we hear about Manchester, Apple's rumored to be expanding driver's license integration to Utah and Oklahoma. This isn't random. They're testing a blueprint. Partner with governments, rebrand digital IDs as convenience, and normalize the idea that your phone holds your most sensitive identity data. I get it. Pulling up your license on a phone during a traffic stop sounds sleek. But what many people don't realize is the precedent this sets. If Apple can hold your ID, what's stopping them from requiring it for other services? Imagine needing your Apple Wallet to board a plane, vote, or even access healthcare. Suddenly, Apple's not just a tech company, they're a de facto identity provider. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: privacy. Every time Apple adds a new wallet feature, they're asking users to trade a bit more personal data for ease. And sure, Apple claims to prioritize privacy, but here's the catch. Even if your data isn't stored in the clear, the sheer act of centralizing everything into one platform creates a single point of failure. A hack, a policy change, or even a corporate acquisition down the line could expose everything. And yet, millions will opt in because it's seamless. That's the genius and the danger of Apple's strategy. They make the friction of everyday life vanish, but at what cost? Oh, and while we're here, the iPhone 18 Pro rumors about satellite 5G and a smaller dynamic island? That's not just about hardware. Those features are enablers for this digital identity push. Satellite connectivity means Apple can offer wallet services anywhere, even without traditional networks. A smaller dynamic island? Probably a subtle nudge to make ID scanning more discreet, like when you're flashing your digital license to a cop. Apple's hardware tweaks aren't random. They're puzzle pieces for a world where your phone is your passport to everything. So where does this end? If we're not careful, we're heading toward a future where opting out becomes harder than playing along. Refuse Apple Wallet? Good luck navigating transit, proving your identity, or even buying a drink. This isn't just about tech evolution, it's about power. And as someone who loves the convenience of my iPhone but hates the creeping sense of corporate control, I'm torn. What's your take? Would you trade all your physical cards for a single tap on your screen if it meant handing Apple even more control over your life? Drop a comment. Let's discuss.